Everyone, Victoria Cochrane here with another meditation break for the Spiritual Events and Directories monthly newsletter. And this month, the topic is tenderness. And I had to think a little bit about this one and how we might approach it. And so I went to the Masters, of course, to ask them for their take on it because I could equate tenderness to compassion, but I like what they said about it, so I'll read that to you first. So tenderness can be linked to compassion, which many people can show to other people, but find hard sometimes to give to themselves. Compassionate people treat each other with respect and kindness, allowing for their flaws and seeing beyond them to the person underneath. To display tenderness towards another, one must at least like them or feel some kind of kinship towards them. And that makes sense, doesn't it? Because you can be a compassionate person to people you don't know, but you wouldn't show tenderness unless you had some kind of relationship with them or felt something towards them. So that made sense to me. This defines the difference between tenderness and compassion, because one can be compassionate towards a stranger, but tenderness is a much more intimate disposition, which is underpinned by love. Are you having trouble connecting to a child, a partner, or a loved one? Can you not display tenderness, but find that they annoy or even anger you instead? If so, the problem lies with you and your belief system rather than with them. To confront the blockages is hard, but think of the advantages of reconnecting to your family once your blocks have been overcome. Focus on what annoys you about the person you should be gentle with and go deeper. And so that's what we're going to do today. So instead of it's kind of a meditative theta healing for what might be blocking you. And it might not be actually tenderness that you're not being able to show, but there might be some block with a person that you're close to, or they might have shut you off for some reason. It always comes back to self, always. We can't do anything about the way they react to you or anyone else. We just can only fix what's in ourselves. Before we go into the meditation, I did pick some cards. The first one is from Tony Carmine Salerno, and their Heart and Soul cards. I can't remember the name of them, but they are beautiful. And they have lovely words on the back. And this one says, "You are an ocean of light unfolding through the infinite space of life. Through the space between each thought, you can see your true immortal nature. The oneness of spirit that dreamt itself into the many is a part of you. Like a whirlwind from heaven, it appears and reappears in its endless forms." And so we can change our thoughts, and we can change our perspectives, and we can confront what our belief systems are, and we can change them. And when we do that, everything changes around us, and it ripples out to our loved ones. And suddenly, if our perspective changes, the way they are seems different to us as well. So I thought that one was a very apt card. The next one is from the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards, and the first one is Rhiannon Sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So first we need to find what it is that is the core belief, and then we can just ask for it to be changed, and with intent it will be, and with willingness, free will, then you can let that go and allow new belief systems to come in. Athena, inner wisdom, you know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. And we all have a higher self and an inner knowing. And when we connect to that, anything is possible. And Artemis Guardian, you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So with that, we're going to do a little bit of digging. And so if you have a pen and a pad with you or something to write down, we're going to do a little bit of digging. So if you focus on a person that is triggering you, and you just come out with the first wave of feeling, which might be annoyance. So you just write down, they annoy me, okay, or I feel angry, or I feel upset, or whatever it is. And then I can say to you, if you were going down the steps of feelings and emotions, and each one was a bit worse and a bit deeper, what's worse than being annoyed by this person? But it has to be the first thing that comes. So if you go down, it might be frustration, okay? But whatever comes for you, write that down. So then the next one will be, well, what's worse than being frustrated? Could be angry. We'll keep going. So then it might come to something like, what's the worst thing about feeling this way about the person? Not being able to change them, or them not being able to change, or them not being willing to change. What's worse than that? Me not being able to help them. What's worse than that? Feeling helpless. And then you might come to a fear. So just keep going down. And it usually comes down to something like, I fear being alone. I fear that I'm going to lose them, or I'm not good enough. I'm not a good enough mother. So it's always going to come back to you, and it can be quite surprising. Sometimes we can say what's worse than being annoyed, and some people might just come to dying, and it just seems like hugely extreme, but it just comes down to the bottom belief. So what we're going to do today is, when you kind of got down as far as you can go, we're just going to close our eyes and connect to the Creator of all that is, and ask for an unconditional love healing on the bottom core belief that is causing your disconnect with a person that's close to you, your inability to connect or to feel love and tenderness towards that person. And then ask that all the negative belief systems and feelings that are undermining your ability to love and care and show tenderness and connection towards that person now be changed to the positive belief systems and feelings, to be resolved on the history level, released on all other levels, and then changed to the positive ones on all levels in every cell of your body and every area of your life in the highest and best way. And so it is, with divine ease and grace, and so it is. And then I'll just witness it. And I can also ask that all the trauma associated with this situation in you and the energy between you and the other person also be released and resolved and healed. And just holding that energy until it's all changed, and then asking for a balance and alignment of the energies and a bringing up of higher light into your chakras and aura to bring you into a higher consciousness. And also just asking for a reconnection with this person, but also asking Creator to give you what it feels like to be compassionate and tender with yourself, and to love and accept yourself so that you can love and accept others, what it feels to be loved and accepted by the Creator, and Creator's definition of compassion and tenderness. in feeling to be integrated in the highest and best way. And then asking for a grounding and an aura protection around you. And also asking for the master that's with you to make sure that the energy is balanced out and that you are grounded and all sealed up, that your chakras are all balanced and aligned, and that the healing is complete for your highest and best. So then let's pull some more cards and see what comes up. And if, before I do that, if you can just ground your energies, sit in your heart space and think about that person, send love to them and see if there's a shift in how you feel towards them. And just keep working on that. And just keep working on bringing in the belief systems that are positive, thinking positively and letting go of the past. And here we go, leap of faith, new beginnings. So isn't that a great card to end the meditation with? I am Victoria Cochrane. I'm on the northwest coast of Tasmania. I have a website, victoriacochrane.com.au, and I put out a monthly newsletter which you can access on that site. And I have a booking portal in that site as well. I do face-to-face here in Tasmania, but I also do face-to-face over the phone, well, over the phone or on video call. So until next month, have a great day and try that meditation, see how you go. I hope it helped you. Bye for now.